Video I am going to share strategy for physics, and this is for ICSE 10th. Students were not satisfied with their grades in semester 1. So in this video I am going to tell you how to make notes, how you can study physics effectively and score better in semester 2. I will start chapter wise and tell you which concepts you have to imbibe and you need to take care about. ICSE 10th Semester 2 ebooks are available. You can purchase it from the link in the description box or you can WhatsApp this number. Full syllabus maths and computer notes are available with English language and chemistry notes. These are the best notes for semester 2 examination prepared under the guidance of head of department of respective subject. Full marks is guaranteed. Because you leave a lot of topics and portions from which questions are framed, and that is why you lose marks. Now B part is there in your syllabus. B and C part is there in your syllabus for sound. Starting with natural vibrations, you have to learn all the definitions that are in boxes. Now, these definitions must be learned by heart. You can't make your own definitions. If you make your own definitions in physics or chemistry, then you will lose marks for that. Try to learn the keywords. The keywords here is external force, right? Absence of any external force. So that is how you determine the keyword. Now, when you study this, you have to also learn the proportionality concepts. Like if frequency increases, then what is the effect in time interval, and so on. All these proportionality concepts must be crystal clear. Examples are definitely important because you have to answer the reasoning questions, you have to give valid reason for every question. So please go through the examples properly. For example, F is inversely proportional to L. So questions may be asked based on this, or they will ask you reasoning question, then you have to give the answer that frequency is inversely proportional to L. Please do not leave these important concepts. Highlight them in your book whenever you are reading any chapter. Highlight them or note down. If you don't make notes, please make short flash cards or maybe face cards for that. You can see that there is this proportionality concept. F is inversely proportional to L, it is inversely proportional to R, and directly proportional to under root of T, right? You can also see different modes of vibration in a string. Here frequency is F, here frequency is 2F, and frequency is 3F. They may ask you to state the frequency. Graphs in this chapter are very important. They may ask you any graph and you have to draw it. And please draw it with the help of a pencil. Label everything, time interval or amplitude. If you leave out anything, they may deduct your marks. Then comes damped vibration. Again, the definition and examples, the graph, as I told you. Difference, you can easily state the difference when you have learned the concept, you have learned the definition. Forced vibrations, again important thing, the definition and its examples, right? Resonance will definitely come in semester 2, and the keyword for this answer for the definition of resonance is when the frequency of the external applied periodic force on a body is equal to its natural frequency. Sometimes it happens that your glasses or your window panes, they start vibrating. It is because of resonance. Aeroplanes above are resonating our glasses, our window panes. Then you can also see these experiments and the valid reason. In reasoning part, if you state the keyword, then examiner will just see it, give you full marks for that. So the keyword is important. Rest the answer doesn't matter. The most important thing is the keyword. Because examiners don't have time to check all your copies and go line by line. They'll see the keyword, give you marks, and the next answer. Okay, I've skipped some pages and you know what to do. Now examples must be practiced. I know most of you don't solve exercise questions. You neglect it. If you are not solving exercise questions, please do solve the previous year questions of physics. Now, this is an important question. You may mark this, and it comes in board examination also. Like they'll ask you the observation about the vibrations of pendulum D and so on. So, these are some important questions. You can see the diagram is given, and which of the diagram shows the principal note and which has frequency 4 times of the first. All these relations. Make sure that you practice the examples. I would recommend you to solve them. And then reasoning question. This is very, very important. Now, C part is based on characteristics of sound. You have to learn all the definitions, and factors are very important. Then you will come to all these graphs. They will ask you to draw graphs for sure. Please learn every graph. Pure note and musical note. This is noise. You can see this is music with regular intervals, and this is noise. Now, current electricity has a lot of numericals, right? So you have to make a formula notebook also for physics. If you can't make a formula notebook, then I don't think you will be able to solve numericals. And practice around 5 to 10 numericals every day. You should be clear with milliampere, microampere, because they may ask you this in numericals. And if you don't know the conversion, if you don't know the value, then you'll not be able to solve the question further. You can see Q is equal to NE. And here E is equal to 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19, if you remember. And trust me, you will get the same chapter, the same concepts in 12th class also. So if you study well in 10th, you will be able to score well in 12th also. Ohm's law is very important here. You have to study the graph also. And all these units, the SI unit, the normal units, all are important. Now the electric circuit and the procedure, VI graph, slope of VI graph. So this working and procedure is usually not asked in exams. You just read it, do not learn all this, the procedure and all. Okay, ohmic and non-ohmic, you have to read it. Then factors affecting the resistance of a conductor. These are very important. Reasoning questions are asked from here. Right? Again, specific resistance, important, or resistivity. Then conductivity, superconductor, and choice of material of wire. Again, questions are asked like which wire is used for this thing and so on. Numericals, you can try out previous year questions. Some numericals are tough here. You will not be able to solve. Still, you have to try out them. If you are not able to do, ask your teacher. But if you practice all the previous year questions, last 10 years, you will surely score above 35 out of 40. And if you practice these numericals also, you will be able to score 40 on 40. Okay, so I'm not covering every page, so don't think that it's not in syllabus. Even that is in syllabus, but I'm telling you the main concepts. Combination of resistors. Numericals are asked from here, and you can see for series it is R1 plus R2 plus R3, and for parallel it is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay, the equivalent resistance. So these circuit questions are very important. You have to practice them. The series and parallel questions, like this question number 10, question number 7, board question. And please note down the syllabus. If something is reduced, please ask your teacher. I will skip to the next part, that is household circuits. Now this is somewhat typical, but you can also refer to YouTube. You'll come to know about the transmission of electricity from power generating station to the consumers. You don't have to make the diagrams, but no, it's not in syllabus. But you should get an idea about how the electricity is transferring from power generating station to the consumers. All these wires. Fuse is important in this chapter. Material of fuse. Okay. You don't have to study the construction or the working. It will never come in exam. Reason for connecting the fuse in the live wire is very important. You can read this. MCB. And then again, I'm telling you, all these things are not in your syllabus, like dual control switches, staircase wiring. You don't have to study this. So then I'll move to um, electromagnetism. I'll tell you about that chapter afterwards. We'll have to confirm it more. Okay, for calorimetry, you have to study this principle of method of mixtures or principle of calorimetry. And the numericals are very important. Sometimes students can't solve the numericals because they get stuck to the method and to the procedure that is to be used, but you have to practice it. Practice the examples and you will come to know how to solve these questions, right? And then definitions, the basic definitions of melting, boiling, and so on must be done. And then the next chapters of radioactivity, nuclear fission, and fusion. You have to do everything that is in syllabus. Everything is important in that, like how to convert, like if it is gamma emission, then the daughter nucleus will have the same atomic number and the mass number. So that is what you have to study. You will come to know about all these alpha, beta, and gamma emission. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. There is this question paper, solved question paper of physics paper 2019. Please try this out. You can try out 2017 and 18 paper also. Previous year questions again are very important. You will thank me later. If you solve 10 years of physics, I am sure that 50% of your questions will be asked from those 10 years only in your semester 2 boards. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.